everyone. I am Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do the Leo May Tarotscope. And I am sorry, I know I'm like 5 days late on this, but it still counts, right? Okay, keep in mind, these are general readings. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements. Sometimes those resonate more. I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Leo, let us see, what are the messages wanting to come through for you? What is the energy you can expect for the month of May? And what is it that your guides want you to know? It's very important right now to be mindful of how you're reacting to things. I do feel that things aren't necessarily what they appear to be at face value. And so it's really important to be mindful not to have any impulsive or quick reactions to things that are coming in front of you right now. It doesn't matter what's happening. It matters how you are responding to it. Your reaction is what is going to determine how things move forward. And it's really important that you're being mindful that you're not reacting out of an assumption, because that assumption that you're holding on to might very well be a fear, a projected fear, and not really what's going on. You're being guided to really be mindful of how you're reacting and embody the idea that you can create the outcome that you want by acting on inspiration and not acting out of a trigger. Pause before reacting. Take 10 deep breaths before reacting to anything. I feel like it probably is more than 10 deep breaths in maybe like an hour. I used to be the type of person that, like, if I was like in conflict with somebody, if there was an argument or something that we were disagreeing on, or just some kind of negative whatever, I would want to solve everything right then. Like, I could not stand the idea of like going, like leaving something angry, right? I would want to solve it right then. But I connected to somebody who is just the complete opposite. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to do that. They're going to take their space. They're going to take a step back, and it used to piss me the fuck off. But it taught me that you can't solve anything when you're angry. You can't bring any resolution when your energy is heightened, and that's usually when you will put yourself on a karmic toxic path. So when you're angry, when you're frustrated, even though it seems like you need to have that situation solved in order to feel better. You have to get your energy right and then approach the situation, because when you're angry, you're not seeing the situation clearly. And the other, if it involves another person, they're not either, right? This is very masculine energy, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Because in all honesty, you're moving in the right direction. I feel like you're in your season of everything that you've been working towards since October, November of last year. Everything you've been praying for, everything you've been asking for, the goals that you've set for yourself. You're at harvest time. Like everything is coming to fruition right now. But in order for that to come into being, this is coming very quickly. It's going to also, like, there's something that is changing, that's ending, that's leaving. And it's really important that you be mindful of how you're reacting to this, because you're moving in a new direction right now. You're moving towards more purpose, towards more fulfillment. And you don't want to react in a way that is going to isolate you from people right now. Unless they're obviously toxic people, right? But there's something coming in really quickly. And it might even seem like, oh, this again, like a negative experience happening again, or a cycle coming back around. It's coming back around for you to react differently to it. And so you don't want to... It's like you're in this energy right now, like you're on fire in a good way. You're powerful. You see success. You're determined to be successful, and you're getting that. You're in the right path. But don't attach yourself to how you think that this is supposed to happen. That's what's going to mess you up. This is coming at you in a completely different way. And so you have to let go of your attachment to how this is supposed to look and how this is supposed to show up. And be present in the moment. And just be mindful of things as they come. And not try to plan things out. And before you react or take any action, you need to dig a little bit deeper and go, okay, why do I want to do that? You know what I mean? Look at your triggers, look at all of it. Because it's like it seems like it's the same negative cycle showing up. And because you've worked so hard and you've got so far, you're going to see, like, it's going to look a little bit like something negative that happened in the past, and you're going to automatically have this instant gut punch reaction. But you don't want to do that, because that reaction is going to put you right back in that cycle that you just pulled yourself out of. Okay, so don't attach yourself to how you think it's supposed to look. Things are not what they seem. Okay, let's see if we can get more clarity on this. I'm hearing like this is a test. And I really hate the idea that the universe tests you, but it does kind of feel like that. Okay, so how are you showing up in this energy? You're showing up as the Empress. Like I said, you're in the space of like harvest time. It's time for you to start receiving your rewards, to start receiving your blessings. And you have the Sun too. Like you're in your element. What's crossing you is Eight of Wands. Like you're wanting this to happen really fast. I also feel like this is happening fast. Things are moving very fast. But you don't want to get too far ahead of it because this is a change. This is not really something that you can prepare for. I also feel it's important to note that you maybe have been alone for a while or isolated yourself, or you feel very isolated from other people. And you don't want to be isolated from other people right now. Again, you don't want to be connected to toxic people, but you don't want to do anything that's going to isolate yourself any further. I also feel like with this change that is coming, this is something happening fast. It's like I almost want to say at 8 o'clock tonight, whenever you're watching this. 8:08, 8:18, 8:28, 8:38. Okay, I'll stop. You need to be mindful that the actions that you do take moving forward are connected to your purpose, connected to the intentions that you're setting, the goals that you're setting, the actions that are going to benefit you in the long run. Yeah, you made some sort of wish, you asked for something. I feel like you've been putting in the work. Again, I feel like this is something that has been going on since last October. It could even be something that's been going on for 10 years. This is going to look like conflict when it comes in. But it's the conflict necessary to allow this change to come in. What appears to be a loss initially is something that is going to bring about an amazing change. The challenge is you've been loyal to this path for a long time. You've been doing it a certain way for a long time. And it's not that you've been doing it the wrong way. You've been doing it the right way. Obviously, you're in a good spot. But this is going to require a shift in the routine. So it's not going to feel comfortable. It's like some sort of misunderstanding, some sort of miscommunication is going to kind of like bring a truth to the surface, but this truth is necessary to initiate change. It's like if you're looking at what's going wrong, you're missing the opportunity. There's like you're missing the value. You're feeling as if things aren't going in your favor. But it's like, it looks like a misunderstanding. It looks like an argument. It looks like something painful. But it's exactly what you've been praying for. I know that doesn't make sense. It's like whatever this is, it might be like, it's like, you might just like be in the space of like cutting people off. You've gotten really good at cutting people off, but it's like you might get too trigger happy and cut off the wrong person. Like you don't want to isolate yourself right now. You don't want to avoid truthful, authentic, possibly difficult conversations, but you don't want to go in with the intention of completely cutting somebody off unless you know that this person is toxic. Your guidance is that your actions need to be with a deep sense of purpose. This is requiring you to take some sort of leadership position, to initiate some sort of change, but you don't want this to be from an emotional space. You want this to have purpose and intention behind it. Yeah, it's like you've dealt with so much pain that it makes what you're seeing in front of you very cloudy. But it's like there's the opportunity to step on the path that you want right now. You have to acknowledge your value, the goals, the intentions that you're trying to set. So let me see if I can. It's not what's happening, it's how you are reacting to it. Like if somebody's trying to trigger you, you don't want to give them the satisfaction of letting yourself be triggered, right? But I don't feel like that's what it is. Let me see. Tell me a little bit more. What is this energy that Leo is dealing with this month? Four of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. You are holding very tightly. It's like you've come very, very far. And you're really scared to lose what little you do have. It's also like you've been holding on to this one way of doing things. You've been doing it all alone too, I feel like. But it's like it's no longer It's no longer serving you. It's also like, it's like you've been holding on to this dream, this desire for a long time, and you're right at the point that it is coming to fruition. But you get in this space and you're like, I'm tired of not getting what I want. I'm tired of this not working out for me. I'm just gonna change directions. It's like you just need to hold on. You are on the verge of success. But if you keep focusing on what is not working, keep giving energy to what is not working, it's gonna make it to where you miss it. Sorry. What is the message here? Yeah, it's like you've been trying to bring something together for a long time. You've put a lot of effort into it. And you're looking for the support of other people. There's this message like you need to understand that you did not get here alone. Even though you feel alone, you feel like you've done it all alone. You didn't get here. I don't mean that to sound negative. Yeah, it's like you're right on the verge of success. And because you've gone at it alone for so long, or you feel alone, you might inadvertently hold yourself back from a really good opportunity because you've been so isolated or been so disconnected that you see it as a threat when it's not necessarily a threat. Or it's like you've been doing it this way for a long time. You've been working towards a goal for a long time, and kind of like you've reached a space where it doesn't seem to be growing or evolving. And it's almost like there's a need to kind of assert yourself a little bit more, or put yourself out there more, or make more of an effort to connect. But you're resisting. So your guidance is to understand that you are in the season to receive what it is that you want. But it involves other people. You have to acknowledge the supportive people in your life. And if you don't have supportive people in your life, then you have to trust that supportive people are coming and not automatically assume that they're going to hurt you. It's also like this energy, like you've waited and waited and waited for so long, and it's right in your face, and it triggers you, it scares you, you don't think that you're ready for it, or you tell yourself that this person's not ready or something. It's like you're so used to going at it alone or feeling unsupported. And you're so used to waiting that it's almost like you find comfort in the waiting or going at it alone. Yeah, it's like you're anticipating that something's going to hurt you. And so you're reacting almost like you're reacting in silence. You're reacting by not saying anything or not connecting. You don't want to isolate yourself. That's what they keep saying. You don't want to isolate yourself. You also don't want to ignore the fact that even though you feel like you've been alone, you have had some sort of support system. There's also this message, and I'm sorry, it's a lot. It's like you're saying you're an independent person. You're saying, I've done all this on my own. I can do it on my own. I've always done it on my own. But then everything that happens to you, you're blaming it on other people. Or you're such an independent person in your relationships, but when the relationship goes south, it's like you're not independent anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if you're the one that has done all of this on your own, then you also have to be prepared to take on all of the accountability too for it not going right. Does that make sense? it's like if you're wanting to be so independent, then you also have to understand that that means you have to take responsibility. But if you want support, then you have to soften yourself up to receive that support and not assume that everything that's coming at you is an attack. I hope that makes sense, and I love you. Have a good month.